I just realized the irony that when I start a take, I snap myself in. No? Okay, let's just do the movie review. Hey moviegoers, it's me, Shinobi Nando, and welcome to... Alright, I don't have an Endgame t-shirt, but it's the Endgame spoiler-free review. Rest assured, we're not going to be talking about anything that gives away the plot. We'll be talking about the tone. Is it good? Is 3 hours too long? Is it too little? Things like that. I thought I'd start this review with a little bit of a recap, seeing as you pretty much had to catch up on 22 films if you've not been watching them as they've been releasing. So, Avengers Endgame takes place after the events of Infinity War. Our heroes are separated. Tony Stark is stranded on Titan after a failed attempt to remove the gauntlet from Thanos' hand. Cap and the rest of the Avengers are left to assess the situation and try to regroup with who's left. Scott Lang was left in the quantum realm at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp. And Thanos did exactly what he said he was going to do. Rest and hope for a grateful universe. Now, the first thing I want to say is about the length of the film, just in case any of you are worried. In my opinion, if anything, in this day and age where we binge watch television, I'd almost say that 3 hours wasn't enough. There was a lot to tell in this movie, and bits of it kind of felt a tad rushed. You could tell that they were really under like some kind of weird, timescale to or instructions from Disney to whittle it down to as short a time as possible. I get it from their perspective. They got to fill seats, and the shorter the movie is, the more runnings in a day they can have. But still, this movie could have done with an extra half an hour. Honestly, guys, I never once looked at my watch. I never once was bored. And again, like I said, we binge watch things all the time. I mean, look at Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, HBO. People are used to it in this day and age. Like I said, they could have probably done with that extra half an hour. I mean, like, don't go too heavy on the drinks or else you're going to miss something important going to the bathroom. But other than that, it's always a sign of a good film when you end the film and you go, oh God, 3 hours have passed? Pfft. Now, without delving too much, let's talk about the story. This is the darkest hour in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. For obvious reasons. Thanos has won. Our heroes have lost. They've never experienced a true loss like this. Half of the universe is gone. And each of our heroes internalize this differently. Tony is guilt-ridden. He was there. He nearly had the gauntlet off on Titan. And unlike a lot of other of the Avengers, other than Nebula, who just kind of showed up mid-battle, he's really alone. He saw everyone, including Peter Parker, turn to dust, which he particularly feels guilty for. Cap is an interesting emotional journey. Having gone through World War II and experiencing loss as waking up where all his friends are dead or aged, Peggy Carter's gone, he doesn't take loss very well. He is that guy that tries to save everyone, and now he's stuck in a position where he has to think, did I make the right choice? Was it the right thing to try to save Vision? Should we have just destroyed the Mind Stone and then Thanos never would have been able to kill everyone else? I mean, you got trillions upon trillions of lives on the line here, and he chose one person. Speaking of feeling guilty, Thor in particular, as obviously the guy that missed the shot, should have aimed for the head. He's really guilt-ridden. He's depressed. There's, you see in a lot of the trailer, I don't want to spoil too much, you see a lot in the trailers, he's just sat down all the time, kind of moping. I think out of all of them, especially as he's what I like to call the signature trump card character in Infinity War, he out of all of them feels the worst. Never mind the fact that he got all the Infinity Stones. Thor could have ended it. He could have stopped it before it even began. Other characters have to deal with it in different ways, especially the ones that weren't there. They're confused, they're conflicted. As it's seen in the trailer, you see Hawkeye is in a very dark place. Ant-Man, obviously emerging from the quantum realm, finding everyone gone. Even characters like Rocket and Nebula deal with it in their own way, emotionally. Again, I can't say too much. This is a spoiler-free review. We will have a spoiler-filled discussion on the 26th where it launches worldwide. Thanos was in an interesting place because we don't often get to see, and this is what the film does really well, we don't get to see the villain after they win because they don't win. I think this is personally one of the most unique things in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or any comic book or movie universe. When do we see the villains really win? Endgame it starts off really, really rough for our heroes. They have no idea what to do. That also brings us to the new inclusion and our new trump card character. By the way, if you don't know what a trump card character is, it's what I and many others call a overpowered hero such as Superman or the Hulk, whose primary role is to kind of swoop in and save the day. These are kind of normally your characters that can take on an entire army. And our new and most powerful trump card character, if you will, is Captain Marvel. As seen in the end credit scene from Infinity War, Fury pages Captain Marvel, and obviously with everyone turning to dust in front of her, she comes to investigate, which means she gets to team up with the Avengers. Now again, can't talk too much about what's going on. I found Captain Marvel kind of out of place and misused. As a trump card character goes, she could have had a very kind of cool arc where she could have been brought down, where, you know, she assumes I'm the most powerful, I'm the strongest, I need to go in, take Thanos down, only to get smacked in the dirt herself and kind of learn to work as... Unfortunately, I don't want to say too much, but we don't really see it too much. Maybe there was too many other threads to kind of tie together. Sometimes this happens with trump card characters. They are kind of like shoehorned in. A perfect example is Superman and Justice League. They had to, like, Steppenwolf was just too powerful. They needed Superman. They had to convoluted way bring him. I don't want to go too much into the Justice League and in Avengers, but she's kind of the same way. It's kind of like, ooh, we needed a character that could go toe to toe with Thanos, Captain Marvel. But that, again, minor nitpick. So guys, what is my final verdict for this film? I give it 5 out of 5 stars. This is fantastic. Go see it in cinema. This is a monumental movie event. If you're a comic book fan, even if you're only a casual one, do yourself a favor, see it as soon as possible. Anything in this film could be spoiled for you, kind of takes away from it, kind of like Infinity War, but to a larger scale. So guys, if you enjoyed the video and you found it helpful and spoiler-free, please give it a like, especially if you made it this far. Don't forget to comment down below. Try to keep it spoiler-free, guys. What you thought of the film. If you enjoyed it, what bugged you, we can have a discussion. I'll take the comments, we'll put it into the spoiler discussion. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're going to be doing more movie reviews, including Spider-Man Homecoming. We're going to be doing more unboxings and more gameplay. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.